Alright everybody, I'm going to be talking about how to do the data for our stomata lab experiment. So here I have some data that I have jotted down in my document, and I'm just going to go ahead and copy all of this. Start here. You can use whatever method to select all this you want. You can click and drag. Alright, we're going to go edit, copy. And we're going to then we're going to go up here and we're going to go to sheets.new. Our good old friend, the Google Sheet. We're going to go edit, paste. And there we have it. There's our data. Resize some columns, make it a little easier to read. So first thing we have to do is calculate the total number of stomata that we counted. These are dummy numbers, by the way. Please don't use these. But I'm going to go equals sum. And it's already suggesting it, but I'm going to click these two. The other thing we could do is you could specify the data by hand. So we're going to say equals sum C3 through D3. Because remember, it's like a game of Battleship. That's where these data live. And then I'm going to click away, just click somewhere else, and single click on that cell where we just wrote that formula. I'm going to go to the bottom right hand corner until my cursor turns into that black cross, and we're just going to drag it down. That gives us our total stomata. Now let's go ahead and calculate the percent open. Percent open is going to be the number of open stomata divided by the total. So I'm going to say for leaf section 1, we're going to say equals D3 divided by E3. And it's, suggesting we do that. Let's do that again. Let's calculate that one more time. We're going to say equals D4 divided by E4 equals D5 divided by E5. But again, if you want to just get this done fast, go to the bottom corner and drag it down. This is way too many digits for me. I don't think we care about this level of accuracy. So just click these down. For now, we'll leave it at 3. Okay, so total stomata again, we're going to say equals the sum of C12 through D12. Interestingly, and this might be helpful to folks who are on tablets, since we've already written the formula here, we can just go edit, copy, and then if we go edit, paste, it'll copy the formula down. Notice it didn't just copy our 19 down, it actually copied the formula for us. And we can do this with, this entire section actually. So we'll go up, edit, copy. We're going to go down here, edit, paste, and there you go. There are all our data. Sweet. So now we need to do some summary statistics. So I'm going to just go ahead and write light, dark. I'm going to put average and standard deviation. We're going to talk about standard deviation later. But let's get all our average of our percentage open from all of these different fields we counted for our light condition. Okay, so how do we do that? We type in equals average, and then we just select them all. And there we go. Let's do that again. Equals average, open parentheses, and then we could specify by hand F3 through F8, F3 colon F8. Hit enter. There we go. Let's get our dark average now. Equals average. Now remember, for our dark average, we want these data down here. So let's click and drag those. And there we go. So this kind of seems like, okay, well, in the light condition, many more of these were open. This may or not be what you actually found in the lab, and that's okay. But this kind of indicates that, well, it looks like a lot more are open in light than there are in dark, but there could be huge differences within our data that would make this less true. So what we're going to do now is we're going to calculate the standard, spell it right, the standard deviation. Standard deviation just gives you a sense of the spread of the values. Okay, you don't need to know how to calculate it by hand or anything like that. But we're going to calculate this by going equals STDEV. This is going to calculate the standard deviation for us. We're going to open our parentheses. We're going to select these data here. Hit return. So our average, or our standard deviation, is about 17%. For the dark data, we're going to go equals STDEV. We're going to select all of these data. I'm going to hit return. So our standard deviation for our dark, about 14%. Okay, now here is potentially the tricky part, but we're just going to grab these data here. Don't do standard deviation just yet. We're going to go insert a chart. We want it to be a column chart. If it looks like something weird, go ahead and switch it over to a column chart. Size this down so we can see what we're up to. There we go. This is not a good title for this, but that's okay. All right, so double click your chart after you've inserted it. Go overhead and go over to Customize. Go to Series. We're going to have to look around. We don't want to apply these to all series because our light data has a different standard deviation than our dark data. So we're just going to go light. And we are going to go down to error bars. It's going to try to apply a 10% error bar. I don't know why. It's just guessing. So I'm going to go ahead and, oops, I lost it. So let's do this all again. Start from the beginning. Select all these, insert chart. We're going to go over to Customize. Customize. We've got to find series. There we go. So again, we're looking for series. We're not applying to all series. We're going to go to light. And our light, we're going to scroll down and find our error bars, was 17.4%. Cool. That applies the error bar that we just calculated. It's a standard deviation error bar. All right, now we're going to go scroll back up and we're looking for dark. So what was our standard deviation for dark? 14.4%. So we've got dark selected. We're going to scroll down to error bars. We don't want 10. I don't know why it just guesses 10. 14.4. There we go. We have accomplished this. We have the chart that we want. You need to fix the titles because this is not just average, right? This is average percent stomata open. This could be relabeled to like a light condition versus average percent. Whatever you want to name it. I have to make this a bit bigger. So yeah, hold on to these. We're going to be using them later on. I'm going to go ahead and rename my spreadsheet stomata. You don't need to use these underscores. I'll say stomata lab data. My name on it, if I can spell my name correctly. And the other thing you might need to do, let's go to docs.new. Why don't we go ahead and copy this and paste it over. You could paste this into your lab. You could just take a picture of it if you would like. So yeah, that's the basics of how to do the stomata lab data.